the Atreyu, like the art.
And welcome to Stammer Run with me, John, and today I wanted again to say a massive thank you. 23,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. So, hello, welcome back, and I have a slight cold today, which is okay, but I'm a bit sniffly, so I apologise in advance. But anyway, what an absolute surprise to reach 10,000, which was beyond anything I thought possible. And this weekend and today to reach over 23,000 subscribers to the channel, which is, I basically have no words. You have a plan in your mind when you start something, and you hope that it's going to be successful to a point, but never in my wildest dreams did I think that 23,000 people would subscribe. I'm waiting for the bubble to burst, but I'm just enjoying the ride. I just can't thank you all enough. What I need to thank you for, on what you need to understand from me personally, is as a person who has a stammer, one of the biggest fears, or the fears of my life is, or has been, is talking to people. And, I know not everyone's going to like everything that I do, and I fully appreciate and I fully respect your opinions. And if you don't like the stuff that I do, you're more than you can express that opinion, and that's okay as well. But the fact that you've expressed an opinion as well, whether it's a negative opinion, thank you as well for taking the time to watch and cast an opinion, which is amazing as well. So I just don't really know what to say other than thank you so much for getting the channel up to 23,000. Even just saying 23,000 subscribers is absolutely crazy. And I've got so many plans in my own head, but the context behind everything that I do, and I genuinely mean this, is about you guys. It's about one of the most important elements to me, and hence the name of the channel, is to do with stammering, to do with mental health, is to do, the fact that I love shoes, I love to run, all that stuff is fantastic, and I'll try and keep bringing as much of that to you as I possibly can. But the premise of the channel is to highlight stammering to the world, to bring it to people, to talk about it. There are 80 million people out there who have a stammer. If it's not something that you understand or you do, just imagine not being able to express yourself. Imagine feeling that you can't have a voice and you can't talk. And I know some people find it hilarious, but what you got to understand is the mental health aspect and the lonely place that it absolutely is, and the frustration and the sad times and all the negative bad stuff that we tell ourselves. So we don't need people to tell us. We are acutely aware of how sometimes how embarrassing it is, but that is no more. People with a stammer, mental health, anybody who wants to talk about anything, we need to talk about it. We can't hide away. Sometimes, I block, sometimes I find it hard to speak, but, I can't keep accommodating other people. This is me. And if you have a problem, what can I do? This is just who I am. You are you. And there are 80 million people who have a stammer. It's 1 in every 100 people on the planet have some form of it. And, you know, we've hidden away for far too long, and no more. You know, I think that we need to have a voice. We stammer, and that's life. You know, we can't hide away, and it's something that, you know, I think as a community we need to definitely get our heads around this as well. Is that why should we hide away? We don't need to hide away, and we won't hide away. That's what the channel's for. That's why I created this channel, is to be inclusive to everybody, and that includes if you don't stammer and you love to run, you're welcome here as well. You know, if you want to talk about it, if you want to understand more about it, feel free to let me know. You know, I've had mental health, and again, if you want to talk about that, you know, as a man, you know, I think there's an epidemic of people who end their own lives, and they don't have to do it because they don't talk about it. It's something that we need to talk about. I think it's one of the most tragic things, and we need to talk about that as well. And this is for everybody. So whether you're positive, a negative person, you want to come here and you want to dislike everything that I do, that's perfectly fine with me, because you've come to Stammer Run and you know about it. So that is good enough for me. So again, massive thank you. 23,000 subscribers is quite simply astounding, and I cannot believe it, and it's amazing, and thank you so much. And the next goal for me is 100,000. You know, I have to aim big because I need to get the message out there, and this is the only way that we can really get the message out there. So if anybody who has any influence looking at this, let's get it out there. On that note, thank you. Please don't forget to like, favorite and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.